Greetings and welcome to the arcade. This is episode 49. In this episode, we will do something completely different. Space Duel versus Geometry Wars. We will take a look at the Atari Color Vector Classic Space Duel, and we will play a modern classic style video game called Geometry Wars 2. Alright, let's get this started. Alright everybody, welcome. And this evening, I'm actually going to review Atari's classic Space Duel arcade game. And another game I'm actually going to review, we're going to head down to Theatercade after we check out Space Duel, and I'm going to show you Geometry Wars, which I feel is a very, very cool modern style video game that actually captures the look and feel of these classic 80s vector games. So I'm going to set everything up, and we're going to start with Space Duel. So let's check it out. Okay, now that I have moved over here to the Space Duel, let's talk about Space Duel a little bit here. This game was released by Atari in February of 1982. Space Duel is a direct descendant of the original Asteroids. So you had Asteroids Deluxe, and then Space Duel is considered to be one of the sequels, along with later on they actually had Blasteroids, which is included in that series. And Space Duel actually is a color vector game, and it's a two-player simultaneous game. So it's really cool to actually you can actually play two players on this game at the same time. And you can have the ships tethered or separate. This game was designed by Rick Maurer, Owen Rubin, Steve Calfee, and Dave Shepard. And here's a really cool fact about Space Duel. It actually appears on an album cover by The Who, and it's called, the album was called It's Hard. I've actually got that album. It's one of the songs on that album, very popular song, Eminence Front. I have owned quite a few Space Duels in my collecting career, and I actually did own a cocktail version, and I really do regret selling the cocktail. Is really cool. Yep, that's definitely one of those seller remorse games. So it's not good, not good. The production run on this game, according to the numbers, 11,017 upright units and 1,019 cocktail units, according to the records, which I don't really think that's a really high number for either the upright or the cocktail. 11,000, I see a lot of Space Duel cabinets that are actually converted, but I rarely ever see the cocktail. My high score currently right now on this machine is 55,300. I think this game is pretty hard. Once you coin the game up, this is a little menu screen you get to do the game select. And you can start the game, but the game actually has a start button and a game select button. The classic backlit cone buttons from Atari. The selections that you can choose from are one-player game with the single ship, a one-player game with a dual ship tethered, the two-player version with the spaceships that are separate, and a two-player version where both ships are tethered. And I am actually going to select the one-player button with the solo ship. So I would consider this the original Geometry Wars. And instead of asteroids, this game features geometrical shapes. And I can tell you the color vector display is beautiful with this game. The sound effects are great, and even though this game doesn't actually have a subwoofer in it, it actually has a deep bass sound. It's got 4 speakers, 2 speakers at the top below the marquee, and then two more speakers below the control panel. So that's pretty cool. And actually, this is kind of cool here. This game features a bonus screen, and yes, you can get killed you can get killed during that bonus screen. So really cool. And like Asteroids and Asteroids Deluxe, you can actually, your ship can go up and down the screen or left and right off screen. And I know the game I'm going to show you later, Geometry Wars, it's got like a contained field of play, so a little different. Oh yeah, the control panel is very similar to Asteroids and Asteroids Deluxe. It's got a left and right rotate. It's got a shield. You can use this to initiate the shield. And it has a fire button and thrust. And the one player is also, the one player buttons are the red ship. The two player buttons are actually the green ship, which are the left side of the control panel. So. I think the thing I love about Asteroids and Asteroids Deluxe Space Duel is it's just an intense, rapid fire game. No hyperspace on this game. My vector monitor here is a Wells Garner 6100, and it's retrofitted with the LV2000 kit, that low voltage retrofit to help protect the monitor. And I think, as a lot of you collectors know, the monitors, the color vector monitors, are kind of problematic, but there's some really great fixes out there for these monitors. Yeah, kind of some different, as I go through the screens here, there's some different geometrical shapes that appear in different screens, so the colors are great. Once you eliminate all of the geometrical shapes on each screen, that is when you get the bonus level. The bonus level happens on each screen, so it's not like you have to clear a couple screens to get to the bonus level. It's got a really cool attract mode, and also has the high score screen is pretty cool. It'll maintain the top score for each mode, each player 1 and player 2 modes. It'll display the top score when you power the game off. It doesn't keep the top 5, or it'd be cool if it did. I like it when games keep it all. Another thing, when the game's over, you got the really cool game over screen, the little fireworks display. I know it's reminiscence of Tempest has a pretty cool game over little fireworks display. So yeah, that's Space Duel, everybody. Check it out if you ever get a chance to play one. It's a really fantastic game. The cabinet's great. The gameplay's great. The vector monitor is fantastic. All right, everybody. We are down in Theatercade, and we're going to do a little review of Geometry Wars and Geometry Wars Evolved for the Xbox 360. And one of the big reasons I'm doing this is I think that the Geometry Wars series really captures what the classic arcade games were about back in the day. And I fell in love with this game, and I thought it would be really cool to show this off in this channel. So, showed you Space Duel, now I'm showing you Geometry Wars. So right now, I'm going to cut over to my gaming rig. We got the multi-screen set up, and we're going to take a look at Geometry Wars. I'm actually going to show you Geometry Wars 2. Geometry Wars is very similar, but Geometry Wars was actually published in 1080p, 60 frames per second, so I thought it would translate great for the YouTube channel. So let's go to Help and Options, and I want to show you the controls. So basically, you got your Xbox controller, and the controls are set up really cool. You fire with the right analog stick, and you maneuver with the left analog stick. And the bomb buttons are right here on the bottom left and right, trigger buttons. And it's got a Robotron / Space Duel feel all rolled in one. So the controls are totally Robotron. The graphics and the gameplay definitely has a Space Duel feel. Really great game. If you get a chance to pick this up or try it out, I highly recommend it. It's very addictive. So here we go. So I'm going to go to single player. And the game I like to choose, there's 6 games on the Evolved, or the second version. And I'm going to play the Evolved. And as you can see, you got the graphics are a vector style. And you have geometric shapes that you're firing at as the enemies. Sound effects are great. And like I said, you have complete control of these analog sticks where you can move really freely. And then your fire is a 360 fire with the right analog stick. So it really gives you a lot of range of movement here. I'm going to fire up another game and do a little more review. I like this game so much, I'm going to actually get the third one. I've got the trial version downloaded for the Xbox 360. I'm going to actually just go ahead and purchase the full version. It's so much fun. This series is one of my favorites for the Xbox. Actually, it's the reason I bought the Xbox. I'm not a hardcore console guy with some of the newer style games. So this game really provided a really great option for us old school gamers that wants the new technology. This game was actually created as a way for Bizarre Creations to test the Xbox controllers back in the day, and it was actually kind of a hidden thing on Gotham Racing. And it was so popular that they decided to develop the full game. The Geometry Wars 2 is features 6 different game modes, which are it's a really cool twist on the original. And this is one of the very few games that was designed in 1080p at 60 frames per second natively, so kind of a cool option. All right, everybody. So that is Geometry Wars 2. A very fantastic game for the Xbox 360. And like I said, it's so, the throwback feel to this game is outstanding. And I thought it was worth a honorable mention here at Arcade Hollywood.
Alright, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Arcade Hollywood. Check out the Xbox Marketplace for your Xbox 360 or Xbox One to play this modern take on a classic style video game. Once again, want to give a huge shout out to my good friend Mike Miller and his band Origami for providing me with all the amazing music for this channel. You can check him out at origami.tumblr.com. Coming soon to Arcade Hollywood, we will have more footage from Pinball PA. We will have the farewell episode of Kerry Cheney's The Place Retro Arcade, a Ladybug project update, and much, much more. This is a great time to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget, you can check me out on Twitter, Arcade Hollywood at Hollywood Arcade. We are also out there on Facebook and Google+. Please email me with any comments or questions at discohollywood1@gmail.com. Alright, this does it for another episode of Arcade Hollywood. Until next time, rock on.